Brazilian literature. Machado de Assis realism in Brás Cubas in a simplified way in essential factors for the fulfillment of Macadian's work. Posthumous memory of Brás Cubas.
I know that this job keeps a lot of people awake at night because it's a classic from college entrance exams and even on exams at Brazilian universities. You will see that after from this class, you will be confident and motivated to read this work. But before I start, I want to ask for your support. What you will learn: the origin of the work, general characteristics of realism, realism in the character Brás Cubas, and our final thoughts. The origin of realism. The realist movement had its origin in France, with the author Flaubert, with the work Madame Bovary in 1857. And now that I've covered the ingress of realism, we'll lay out the general characteristics. See the general characteristic of realism. Understand that literary realism is the opposite of the romantic movement. I'm going to put a comparison on the slide to help with the logic. Look, see the difference between romanticism and realism. Romanticism is sentimentalism, appreciation of beauty and feminine purity. Sadness is a path that love needs to go through. The valuation of the self, emotion, and religion, and heroism. In literary realism, it is the opposite of romanticism. In realism, you will witness selfishness, adultery, human imperfection, anti-heroism, vulgarity, breach of religious standards, and female imperfection. These characteristics Machado de Assis will expose in his work, Realism in the Character Brás Cubas. You will read with me an excerpt from the speech of the character Brás Cubas, and you will perceive a slave-owning ideology. Brás Cubas will present a speech focused on an epic, will try to exalt its origin as a mystical call, but in reality it is a self-centered way of hiding the non-Puritan origin of the colonists, a barrel-maker origin, something supposedly for a narcissist and imperfection that would need an action to relieve his personal self and delight the elite with a story capable of thrilling his elite audience. Vouloir provoquer nos angles, et de poitir soit conclus à littéraire.
As this nickname, Cubas smelled excessively of cooperage. My father, Daimio's great-grandson, alleged that the said nickname had been given to a knight, a hero of the African journeys, as a reward for the feat he carried out, snatching 300 vats from the Moors. My father was a man of imagina.
Notice an important detail in the literary passage. Brás appeals to honesty, showing something like false morals to expose that he is trustworthy and noble today. The work shows the importance of social approval and its placement to be requested in the events of the great society. I'm finishing this video so that the American people can get to know this Brazilian author who wasn't afraid to show Brazil from the 18th to the 19th century without being afraid.